Okay, this is going to walk you through the process of actually submitting your paper and looking at the originality report that comes back. In an email that I'm preparing to send you guys, you will see directions right here on how to create an account. You just log into turnitin.pse or turnitin.psu.edu. You're going to click the edit next to the appropriate class title and then put the class name and enrollment password, which are right down here for this course. I would walk you through this part, but it does not allow me to do so. So since I've already got an account and my account is an instructor account, I can't show you exactly what that looks like. What I can do though is show you how to submit a paper. So if you click on the class name, and our class of course is English 202, you'll see there are two options. This one should definitely be appearing for you. This one may or may not. Where you're going to submit is under synthesis of points, okay? And you're going to come over here, there's more actions, and you're going to submit a paper. So when you click that submit paper, you've got a couple different things here. You're going to want to do single file upload. Under author, you should be able to pull up your account, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put some tests in here. You put in your first name, your last name, and the submission title. That way I can track who you are. And then you're going to come down here, browse for file upload. I'm going to choose my file, and I'm going to find my paper. I'm going to use a test cat essay, upload that in there, and then click upload. Now that's going to take just a second to come in, and then it's going to tell you, okay, this has been completed successfully. We're moving you on to the next step. Step 2 of 3. You're going to be able to come down here and look at the actual test, or not the actual test, the actual content of your paper. Okay, and then you go ahead and click submit. It's going to submit the paper. You can see the paper down here as a PDF. And then you're going to go ahead and go to inbox. This is what's showing you where your different papers are. You can see I submitted one earlier that had no similarity to any other sources. This report is not yet available. Please check back later. So that just means it's going to take a little bit of time for your report to come in. Remember how I said that sometimes it can take up to 30 minutes, so just be patient. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and then I'll start it again once there is a paper returned back, and we can look at that report together. Okay, and we're back. We do have a return, and it looks like 84% of this paper is matching what is on other sources on the internet, or perhaps other papers that have been turned in. So this is a problem. 84% is pretty high. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it returns this. This is the Turnitin report. So you can see 82% are matching internet sources, 5% is matching publications, and 63% of it is matching student papers. So I can see here, this is the content of my paper. Again, I can see the parts that I wrote. You can see the parts that have been coming from different sources. Okay, so to start that off, let's just look at the first source. So right here, all of this is matching, everything that's in red. And I can look over here at the match, and I can see this was a student paper. It was submitted to another college. It may or may not tell you this part. I know it does tell me as a professor, but that lets you know, okay, that's a problem. Which it actually was from Wikipedia. So that means that this student also submitted something from Wikipedia, and they were possibly able to get away with it. We don't know. So if I click on that, it just tells me I can't see it because it's intellectual property. It's another student's work. As a professor, I can request a copy of it. I don't foresee the need to do that for this course since we are, just using this as a tool to catch where things are problems. Next down here, I can see this one's matching. So I can just click on that, or I can click over here. Either way, it's going to go ahead and show me the exact section of the paper. Okay, it's also actually showing me the content from the website. Okay, so right here, this is what's going on in the website. So I can see here's the text from the paper, and here is the content from the website. If I want to actually go to the web page, I can click on that, and it will bring up the website. So if I scroll down here along the side, I can find what matches, the text that matches. I can also do it with the third one, which is actually the second match. So I can see here, this is how it's fitting into their website. Here's the rest of the content that I did not copy. Can click on the show in web page and get to see all the content here, have it underlined with what has been copied. Okay, so but we could scroll down through here and find it down here towards the bottom. Okay. All right, so that is an idea of how to use it. Something to do here, first of all, I've already used an option in Turnitin to not include your bibliography. So your references page should not bring up a match. If you did want to do that, you could click include bibliography. It would rerun the report, or you can exclude the bibliography. If you have a lot of content that's in quotes, you can actually click on exclude quoted, and it will omit any text inside quotes. Okay, keep in mind that it's approximate, so it's not going to be perfect, but you can do that. And I also have it set to exclude matches of less than 20 words. So that means like if you have a phrase that's repeated over and over, that's especially going to happen for a lot of your technical terms. I just put this up here to try to resolve that. Okay, you have some other options over here. You can do the different show matches one at a time, show the highest matches together, whatever you choose to do. But the typical, what they give you back, the typical report is probably good enough for you to know. Now, if you want to save the paper and maybe print it out, you can click on this download. You can save and download a copy of it to your computer. You can print it. It's just a really nice source. So what I want you guys to do is to run your synthesis of points through here. Not the 1 point, but what you're turning in Tuesday, and just see what you get back. We'll spend a little bit of time in class talking about the reports if you guys would like, but it should be able to show you what's matching up. Okay? And remember, if you're excluding quoted material, that's going to help a little bit. And it's okay if things are showing up over here that are in quotes in your paper. That is perfectly fine. Remember, I said 15% or less tends to be a pretty good number. So aim for that. If you have higher, just come back in and look at it. It's really going to be a good way for you to discover if you're doing a good job paraphrasing or if it sounds a little bit too similar to what what the source has said. Okay, so I hope that helps. It's a short introduction in how to use Turnitin. Follow the directions in the email here. Oops, wrong one. Follow the directions in the email here, and you'll be able to get set up. If you have questions or problems, just give me a call. Okay, thanks everybody.